Geeks, gamers, cosplayers, and collectors, it is happening. The gates are open to the ultimate fan universe, Comic-Con Africa 2025. This weekend, the Joburg Expo Centre transforms into a cosmic mashup of fandoms, tech, gaming and cosplay madness. And yes, you are invited. Joining us now from the epicenter of it all, we have got the person who is at the heart of it all, Clair Wright, who is Public Relations Manager for Comic-Con Africa. Good afternoon, and thank you for your time. I've got to share with you, I did come through to Comic-Con, I think once, a few years ago, but I have a certain attachment to it all because I'm a big fan of Big Bang Theory and Sheldon Cooper in particular, whom I believe has done a great deal of marketing for you guys. But just tell me how this year's Comic-Con edition is bigger, bolder, and perhaps even better than before. And perhaps for those who don't know, what are we talking about when we say Comic-Con Africa?
So when we talk about Comic-Con Africa, we really are talking about everything that geeks love. So you've mentioned cosplay perhaps, which is where fans come out in full force, dressed in movie photorealistic outfits that they spend hundreds of hours in. And what's even better about the cosplay in South Africa is that our cosplayers have won twice on the international stage, the Comic-Con crown champion of cosplay. We also have fantastic film and series celebs who come through to meet with fans and take photographs and do autographs with them, such as Jessie T. Usher, who plays A-Train in The Boys, or Misha Collins, who plays in Supernatural, and Dan Fogler from the Harry Potter spin-off Fantastic Beasts. As for the esports, we have huge esports tournaments that take place here. There are huge prize pools up for grabs, and it's really quite something to watch the esports tournaments. It's video games, as we used to call them, but it's become a professional sport now.
So if you were to sum it up, what are some of the activities that a fan of the genres that you just mentioned would be able to do at Comic-Con Africa, other than, you know, the outfits and the attire that people come through dressed quite colorfully and impressive, the stands and stalls and the likes? What is the overall experience aimed at achieving?
So the overall experience, I think, is aimed at making a safe space and an inclusive space for people who might sometimes feel they're marginalized. You know, sometimes geeks get a bad rap. But we're all about creating a special, safe, happy place where people can truly express their passions and what they enjoy and what they love at Comic-Con Africa. It's a very large showground, so everyone comes and they walk their feet dead and just get to meet friends, have fan meetups, discover new friendships is really what's very important to us at Comic-Con Africa.
And you mentioned one of the big names that you've been able to attract this year, Misha Collins. Tell me about that. How is that going to play out, and how much excitement surrounds his appearance?
So there has been immense excitement around Misha Collins, and it's been wonderful. As he walks onto the stage to perform live Q&As or panels on our main stage, the crowd goes absolutely wild, and it's quite fun to hear them asking their questions because there's a little catch in the throat and there's a little squeal because they can't believe that they're actually talking live to their hero. So he's caused a huge fuss, and we're very excited to have him as one of our guests.
And then tell me about the cosplay element and how it has evolved within Comic-Con Africa, as well as, while you're talking to that, the distinction between, you know, casual, ordinary cosplay versus the Cosplay Champs Showdown.
So the casual cosplayers are people who perhaps just want to sign up on the day. Maybe they just have a set of bunny ears on, or they've got a cape, but they've got a lot of sass and attitude. And those people would participate in the casual cosplay competition. Whereas the cosplayers who participate in the championships have really incredibly realistic renditions of famous characters or video game characters, anime characters, film and series characters, and they spend hundreds of hours on these outfits. From sculpting to using embroidery to sewing, they have LED lights in some of their costumes. It's really incredible to see the hard work and the effort that goes into these costumes. As you can see on the screen, that is that is just an incredible example of cosplay, yes.
It really is. And just in terms of timing, just that coincidence of that image coming up as we are talking about this. But just overall, the genre, though, Claire, of comics, rooted as it is in the history, for instance, in the United States, post-World War, and the issues around the economic situations that were playing themselves out, and just that whole framing of the moral arc of the universe and the world in which people live, and looking for that superhero. How much does that continue to resonate in 2025?
I really feel that it does resonate quite deeply. You know, we always dream of being perhaps a better version of ourselves, and I think that Comic-Con allows people to be that better person in a way, because you can really, like, you know, when you're in cosplay, you believe and you act as if you are that superhero, and it just encourages us to be the best of ourselves that we can be. All the good things in the world come into play when you think of superheroes, and the good hearts and good actions. So yeah, I think Comic-Con is really important in that way.
And lastly, talk to me about the infusion of new phenomena that have to do with the digital age in which much of this is now taking place. Are you now seeing, for instance, the likes of Roblox, and I'm chuckling because it's all thanks to my 9-year-old daughter, who I know about Roblox and Robux and the likes. Are you seeing all of that coming through more and more, your Minecraft and the likes?
Absolutely, and I think what's very important to Comic-Con as well is safety. You know, so we have a lot of educational content as well dealing with cyber safety. So although, you know, Roblox can be a little bit nerve-wracking for some parents, Roblox specifically, I think we address those kinds of issues as Comic-Con. And then in terms of, you know, the esports, they are incredible. The digital things that they do, it's just amazing. Like, you can't believe how it goes.
Yeah. All right, Claire, thank you for that. Let's leave it there. Have a ball out there at Comic-Con. And yeah, that's Clair Wright, who is Public Relations Manager for Comic-Con Africa. That's on the go as we speak. Yeah, there you have it. You didn't think I knew what Roblox is. I know exactly what it is, because those Robux, those things come straight from my pocket. All right, more for you in just a moment.